Look at my hair. Let me make this thing nice and big for y'all. You take a picture of both of her. Bruh. Thank you. Thank you so much. You take a picture of her. So now, first glance, this looks like just an innocent situation. Hey, I want to just take a picture. I want to capture this moment of us, right? And look, I get it. He's being a nice guy, right? You know, what I mean, he's trying to make her happy, whatever. But here's the real issue here. Okay, you guys got to understand that women, right, that um, prioritize taking pictures, prioritize showcasing a certain lifestyle. Women that prioritize, capturing memories versus enjoying the memories. These are women you have to be very careful of. Okay, you have to be very, very careful of women like this because the thing is that women like this create problems. Okay, and here's the other issue too. This chick is a content creator, bro. Yo, I don't think I have to, I don't think it's rocket science to tell you guys that girls that are content creators are just problematic in of itself. Why? Because the business of content creation requires certain things that are just not good for your relationship. I'll give an example of what I mean by this. So, in order to be a creator, depending on the niche that the woman is in, she's going to need to network, be outside, meet people, be in social situations, etc. These are all things that are counterproductive to your relationship. Okay? Now, I know what people are going to say. I already know. You're so insecure. You're so toxic. You want to just be in a box all day. Right? I already know. People are going to, start saying all this. Right? You're all this other stuff. This is why I say that. It's not that you're, it's that you're in of your life. I'm gonna say that again. It's not that you're, it's that you are in of your life. Okay? And as a man, okay, in of your life, you cannot afford to have problematic women that could potentially bring issues to you. Okay? Hold on. We got a guy here. He says Elmira and Sacred G. Hey, Sacred G, you know what else is sacred? The shower room. You must be new around here. Enjoy tour. Anyway, that's what I was saying. So, so they're gonna sit there, they're gonna say, "Oh, you're toxic, you're misogynistic, blah blah." They're gonna give you all these stupid ass buzz terms, right? To try to enforce against your standards. And I'm here to tell you guys, they're not gonna be there when your relationship is in shambles. They're not gonna be there helping you out as the fan. Like none of that's gonna happen. They're gonna just laugh at you when your girl cheats on you, or when your girl does something, or when she embarrasses you. And the other thing too, you guys gotta remember is that Women have the ability to like destroy your credibility. Okay? They have the ability to destroy your life. So since they have the ability to destroy your life, it's on you to protect your life and to protect your legacy. I always tell people, right? A lot of you might not remember Will Smith when he. He was the GOAT. A lot of you guys might not remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Independence Day, Men in Black, 7 Pounds, I Am Legend, Ali, right? Like all these legendary movies, right? Nobody remembers any of that unless you're older like me. All I remember is him sitting at a red table next to Jada Pinkett Smith saying, "Oh, I had some kind of fiasco with the weirdo guy. I had an entanglement." Like what? And that right then and there ended Will Smith's career. And then it put him in a precarious situation because then he went up to Chris Rock, silicone, hit him with the back because he can't was woman, and then that led to him not being himself. And then what ended up happening? Hurt his legacy, ruined his legacy, right? So these are things that you guys need to understand when you get in relationships with women. Is that a woman's never gonna get a bad reputation for you cheating on her. Well, she's absolutely you're gonna get a bad reputation for her cheating on you, or even creating the image that she could do it. Look at Larry Wheels, okay? Larry Wheels was a very respected fitness influencer for an extremely long time, right? Almost like a decade now at this point. He was on top of the industry, doing all kinds of crazy videos, going viral, blah, blah. Legacy gone. Within a couple of days, because some dumbass Serbian don't know how to keep her mouth shut. He obviously hurt himself too with his strange sexual proclivities, right? He hurt himself there too. But she definitely didn't help it. And she definitely accelerated the process. Some of that stuff could have stayed under wraps, right? But given the fact that he was going viral, etc., devious women that are looking for a come up, what did they do? They saw that he was getting big, his girl's there, let me leak these text messages. Oh, let me leak this, and let me leak that, and then bam, next thing you know, finito. Oh my god. Right? So these types of women invite these problems. Okay? If you're a celeb, if you're a guy that has some clout, if you're a guy that has some type of notoriety, if you're famous in your town, right? Because there's guys that are like local celebs, right? There's guys that might not necessarily be like lit like that on the internet or whatever, or famous, but like they're known in their city, they're known in their town, right? Maybe they own a very successful business, or maybe they were popular in high school and they kind of run the city or whatever, maybe, or they were popular at their school. The point is that when you have some type of status in your city, your woman can fuck you up if you don't that situation. And I'm not telling you guys your woman. I'm telling you to your environment. Your woman is just a part of that environment. So she could choose if she wants to be a part of that environment or not. But your environment stays solid. Okay? You must put things in a position where um you can focus 100% on your work and you don't have like these outside distractions. Because here's the other thing too that you guys gotta understand. If you don't have your woman under control, she's gonna call you. Again, all right? If you don't have your woman under control, she's gonna call you. Right? So it's always better when you you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. All you do is say, look, these are my standards. This is what I expect. You either adhere to it or you don't. If you don't adhere to it, you're out the door. You get the goddamn. All right. Right? That's how it goes. And you guys have to be super regimented on this. The reason why you have to be this way is because in today's day and age, with the way women behave and the way they act and all the in the battery and the the open hypergamy that we have, okay, you have to be 10 toes down on bad female behavior, bro. You must. Because if you don't, it's gonna come back to hurt you in the ass. If you don't do the work now, it's gonna come back to f you up later. I'll give you guys an example of what I mean by this, okay? Let's say you get with a girl, right? She's attractive, she's hot enough, but you don't want to tell her she's so hot. You're too scared to like tell her what she needs to do, what she doesn't need to do. You're scared to give her instruction because you're terrified of losing her, right? Which a lot of you do. Some in the chat. Oh, no, I think my chick, she has a body count of 25, but she told me that she was 15 times. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. You know? Not to make fun of you, bro. You know who you are, the chat. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you don't assert that those standards early on, what's going to happen is she's going to think that it's appropriate to behave the way that she's behaving, and it's only going to downgrade. Does that make sense? Once she locks in a standard of acceptableness, she's going to only regress from there. Okay? I'll give you guys an example of what I mean by this. When I was in college, I was a Division I athlete. Okay? I would run 6 miles at like a 6:15-minute pace. I had a resting heart rate in mid 30s, low 30s. I'll never forget one time. I went to the emergency room because I thought I was sick or whatever, and the nurse thought I was dead because my resting heart rate was so goddamn low. I swear, heart rate monitor all the time. I was a rower. My PR 2K was a 6:09. I was doing like a 20-minute 6K, right? Which for all my rowers out there, those are my things. Class speed, right? Fitness, beast, right? I was at a level of fitness that not even 1% of the population will ever reach in their lifetime. Okay? So I reached that level of fitness. Now, as I've aged, right? As I've aged, of course, maintaining that level of fitness is going to be very difficult to do, right? It's going to be hard to do. So, but my bar is set, right? My bar is set. Someone said, so Glazer for real? Get the fuck out of my chat, bro. Get the fuck out of my you stupid ass must be new here. Like, you think I got time to listen to you stupid ass in here? You're probably fat as fuck. You never did anything in your life. You're a fucking loser. Get the fuck out of my chat. Let's go to the chat level. Stomach hanging out like this. You don't know nothing. I'm obviously trying to give you an analogy here. Your dumbass can't even wait. Stupid. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When I was in that pinnacle shape, right? I'm 36 now. Am I in that level of shape? No. However, I'm in a level of shape right now where I'm better than most you talking shit to me in the chat, by the way. Okay? Still bang out 20 pull-ups. Can still bang out a bunch of push-ups. All that. And I can still run at a 7-minute pace. 36 years old. Don't run. Don't do conventional cardio. Why? Because I reached that level of fitness. So even even though I've regressed to a degree, I'm still fitter than 99% of the population. Why? Because I put myself to a high standard. That's the same way you gotta treat your big. See, I can spin it back together, you stupid smooth brain. It's in the chat. It's called making an analogy. It's called making analogous, so it makes sense so you guys can understand. Stupid. I don't have the patience today for some fat. It's in my chat saying some dumb. I never accomplished nothing. Talking to the chat, bro. You sitting there watching every day, watching losers like Sophia Rain get milk dumped on their face, can't turn on to with a heart on. You over here trying to talk to me. Get the out of here, you just. Oh, God. In the chat. Get the out of here, man. Gamble, drink alcohol. Nope, wants you. You look like you're fattest. 50 IQ. Stupid assholes. Talk to me. Still listen to King Von. Music. Man. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That's exactly how you need to move all the time, okay? So I reached that level of fitness in college. Obviously, I'm not there now, but even though I've regressed, I'm still better than 99% of you. Have you fed to the chat? Half my age. I'm in better shape than you guys. That's exactly how it's got to be with your woman. You have to have your standards so high that the longer the relationship goes, it doesn't matter. She's still on point. She's still better than all these other girls because you put her to a high standard from the beginning. Do you get that? Now, for the smooth brainers, they're not going to understand this because they don't even understand talking to women and putting standards on them because they're stupid. But you must put standards on women. So when you have a woman like this, right, that comes from this background of I want to be an entertainer, blah, 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 you already lost the game for the most part. You already lost the game because like I told you before, never white that want to be influencers, bro. Never do it. DPG, thank you so much for the 25. I appreciate that greatly, man. Thank you, thank you. You guys need to thank DPG because I was gonna get off of YouTube sooner. So anyway, so you have to be very on point with this stuff because girls that want to be in entertainment, they have bad habits. Okay, and one of the bad habits is being attention whores like this, want to take pictures of their food and all this other dumb shit. Okay, you need to be the star. You need to be the famous one. You need to be the one with the clout. She can shut the fuck up and be in the background. Okay. Now let me tell you guys why this is how it's got to be. Thank you to Dirty Money Sniper. Let me tell you why it has to be this way. Let me explain to you guys. I wrote about this in my books. Some of you stupid need to read, if you can even read. A lot of you guys in the chat that are talking probably black. That tends to be what my haters are, black typically, because you guys are stupid. But for the ones of you that can read, right? You guys should read my book, Why Women Deserve Less. In these books, I explain to you female psychology. Okay? My first book, Women Deserve Less, I go over female psychology, how women are, and hypergamy, how it works nowadays. Okay? Basically, hypergamy is the process of women dating up. All right? And I talk about how my dating is because of that. Right? In my second book, which came out not too long ago, Why Women Deserve Even Less, okay? Which is the Amazon bestseller, by the way. Make sure to go get it. In dating, we still are, by the way. Number one. Let's go once again. Yeah, number one on paperback, okay, in dating. And then on Kindle, number one in sexuality. Yourself, yourself, glazer. Yeah, okay. You know what? You can go ahead and glaze yourself in the enjoy it. Time to set you a shadow. And then I got another one that says you need to find a wife at 36, yo. See, this is how I know you're smooth brain. Getting married as a man isn't my goal. Okay? Only lower status men being to get married when they're at their peak, you must be stupid. You see, that's how I can tell that you're also a dumbass. Why the when I want to get married when I'm at my peak? Are you stupid? Huh? You dumbass? Do I look like a 21-year-old female? See, this I can tell I got a bunch of blue pill stupid in my chat, bro. Women get glazed all day by men. Okay? It makes them terrible people. I'm gonna say that again. Did you lose a lot of money sports betting on DraftKings or FanDuel? To a lot of you stupid that are new here, because I know we got a lot of new blue pill simps in here. So let me go ahead and wake up. You might have watched some documentary. You might be a Louis Theroux fan. I don't know what the you are. But let me explain this to you. Women are terrible people when they have leverage. Guess when they have leverage? They have leverage when they are the ones that feel that they are the prize in a relationship. When a woman feels like she's the prize in a relationship, she feels like she can boss you around. She feels like she can tell you what to do. She feels like she's the catch in the relationship. And what ends up happening is she starts treating you poor and poor and poor, and then over time she starts getting annoyed by you, and next thing you know, she's in a bunch of Nigerians. Or she's on spring break, sitting on Clavicula's lap, not realizing that she's on the live stream. A lot of you stupid ass fall into that realm. Okay? So, let me go ahead and save you from getting your heart broken. Because I will tell you what your brother's not going to tell you, what your dad's not going to tell you, what your uncle's not going to tell you, what your friend's not going to tell you, and definitely not what Louis Theroux's going to tell you. Here it is. When women have leverage over you and they feel like they're the prize, they're going to treat you like when they treat you like shit, this is when they start to cheat on you and disrespect you. And then what ends up happening is they become raging, annoying, where there will be so insufferable that you'll say, why the f am I here? And they'll say good, because that's what they want. Because a lot of times, women don't have the balls to break up with you, so they act like annoying to get you to break up with them. And since most of you guys are scarcity mindset losers, you guys are going to sit there and be like, yeah, it's okay, I'll just take it so I can keep getting sex. Stupid ass like the guy before that said you're 36 years old and you're not married. Yeah, because I can get married any time I want. Do you understand that when you're together, you have your money on point, you're in shape like that, I just want to marry you, dumbass? Surprise. You don't realize that because you're a dumbass loser, probably fat, pinch your milk, stomach like this, look like can barely convey yourself. Right, drool when you speak, stupid ass, waking up like this. A lot of you stupid ass in the chat, you wake up every morning. get the out of here. This can't even spell IQ. You trying to tell me something? Shut the up. You stupid people. I hate them. Bro, up to me. This would be in concentration camps. You concentrate on becoming smarter. But guess what? You're never going to become smarter. So you're going to be a slave. Right? Better pray I never get some type of power in the government. You're all cooked. All cooked. Oh, you like to drink? You like to be a degenerate? You like to be an alcoholic? A lot of others? Get to the barracks, man. Whootish. We smacking out. It's like a 1778 once again, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. We're doing free work, labor, free labor. I put it on Facebook, and you somehow you can't do nothing right. And then it's done. You know, so, enjoy your day. God bless.
For one clip from my Sweet 16.
I got my stay nice and big for y'all. You can put your butt. Gonna be there. Look at this electrolytes. Squeezed it all tight.
Oh, breast, nutrient obsessed. Hello? The Wizard's Castle is in a strip mall.
Yeah, just tell me about that. Get her over. Yeah, mother. Yo. Hello? She's sewing. Yo. Yo. She's on for us. Yeah, so this girl had a boyfriend, bro, and she was cheating, right? Like sitting on his lap like that. Once she figured out that he was on stream, she got all nervous. So 4 minutes of Blooming, he'll get a cop girl out of a 6 minute match after his chat exposed her cheating on her boyfriend midstream. So, and here's the thing you guys gotta understand with these women, bro. Like, and I'm gonna dance with y'all. These white girls beef. So, and here's the thing you guys gotta understand with these women, bro. Like, and I'm not here to dance with y'all. These white girls beef. That's why they're one of my favorites. But, dude, like, ridiculous, man. What girls will do for a little bit of clout, or getting a little bit of like a different lifestyle or whatever. Someone said she's brown. Yeah, she's tan. She's tan. She's tan. Um, I'm getting off party too, guys. So, um, so anyway, what was I gonna say? So with these, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And look, I'm showing you guys these three different things so that we can explain something here. Number one, you got the girl that wants the clout. Number two, you got a girl that has the clout, but and then number three, you got a girl that's like cheating. Why do we see this rise in female promiscuity and female bullshit in age? I'll tell you why. Because we have very few checks and balances on bad female behavior. Do you guys get that? Okay? When you don't have the Taliban or the Islamic regime of Iran, women are out of control. Because the things that used to keep women in control, religion, shame, family, fathers, right? Society in general, we had all these guardrails to keep women from being. But we've removed all those guardrails. You want to know why? Feminism came in and got rid of all of them. Okay? Because, contrary to what feminists will tell you, what feminism was really made for was to remove the shackles of shame from women. I'm going to say this. Very important that you guys understand this. When they tell you that feminism was about equality, that's how it started out. But what it really became was removing the shackles of shame from female behavior. Okay? That's what feminism is about. Removing the shackles of shame from poor female behavior. Okay? So now, what feminism has done is it's allowed women to behave like men with no consequence. Want to get no problem. Want to go and pursue a career? No problem. You want to be, sell your body for money? No problem. You want to sell yourself on the internet? No problem. You can do whatever you want. And we are going to do everything in our power to remove societal shame from your behaviors. That's what feminism is really about. It was never really about equality. That's how it started out, but now it's about female supremacy. And that female supremacy comes at the cost of your authority, your respect, etc. Because what women want you to do is they want you, right, to accept their whoredom at the cost of your reputation. And I'm here to tell you guys, we're not doing that. If you want to be, that's fine, but I don't need to partake in the foolery. Okay? I don't need to sit here and accept you. No, thank you. It doesn't, like, why? Why do I need to do that? Embarrass myself? Lose my legacy? Last time I checked, you don't marry women and take their last name. They take your last name. That's how it goes, guys. So never, ever, ever. There's a couple things. All the young guys in here, listen up. This is the best piece of advice that you're going to get all day on this show. There's three things that I want you guys to focus on and never listen to anybody in society anytime they play this, okay? This is the normie traps. Number one, never let anybody tell you when you need to get married. Tell those, shut the, you get married when you're ready to get married. You're not a woman, you're a man. So what that means is you have time to build yourself up. And quite frankly, you don't deserve to get married until you can take care of your family. We don't split bills over here, okay? That's number one. Don't be on nobody's timeline of when they want to get married. You get married when you're ready, and most importantly, you get married when you're ready to take care of a family. You don't want your wife working, listen to some other. You don't want your kids having to sit there and be like, "Oh my God, I wish I could get this," or "Why is it, man? Why can't my dad do what this guy does?" That. Okay, that's number one. You get married and get into a relationship when you feel like it, not when everybody else tells you feel like it. Men are not on the same timeline as women. That is one of the biggest things that they try to sell to men. Oh, get married, bro. Get married right away. Out of here, man. So, with the way inflation is, we're in the middle of World War III. Gas is like $6 a pound in California. Here, have y'all niggas can barely take care of yourselves. How long do you guys live with your moms? You want to be with a woman? Get the fuck here. That's a privilege that you must earn because guess what? That comes with responsibility. You guys think I'm sitting over here telling you, be the leader, be the dom, and split the bills? Fuck here. No. There is no splitting the bills. It's your way or the highway. But that your way or the highway comes with responsibility. You need to pave the highway. You can't be a brokey talking about my way or the highway. Nigga, your highway or paved. Nobody want to ride on. Get the fuck out of here. That authority that I'm telling you guys about also comes with responsibility. Nobody ever wants to talk about that part. They always want to talk about how I tell you guys, yo, tell these XYZ, blah, blah, blah. That comes from the frame of you're the boss.
No, hay comida en la casa.
Okay? You're the boss. The reason why you can tell her to shut the or you need to do this, or you need to do that, or the reason why you can delegate authority to her is because you're the boss. Okay? It doesn't work when you're equal. And guess what? When she's paying out the bills, you've been equal. Okay? Don't believe in this whole double income, no kids. Awesome. That's a scam too. It's bull. It's bull. So once again, you are not anyone's timeline to get married. You get married when you're together, have your money together, you're in shape, you are in a position where you can actually take care of a family, and your wife doesn't have to work. Okay? That's number one. Number two, get rid of your loser friends. Right now, I guarantee there's a bunch of us right now in the chat. They got a friend that smokes pot. You got another friend that gambles all the time. You got another friend that's always trying to go to the club. You got some other friends that are always trying to get this blah, 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 all this other. Cut those niggas off right now, bro. Right now. Right now. If you hang out with four losers, you will be the fifth. I promise you. Every single time. It's like Exodia, bro. Right leg of the loser one, left leg of the loser one, right arm of the loser one, left arm of the loser one, and then guess what? You're gonna be the head of the loser one, bro. So you gotta get rid of losers in your life immediately. Niggas that want to be bums and losers, all this other shit, smoke weed, chase after one time, always want to hit the club, drink, gamble, anything. Rid of those right away, bro. Right away. Drugs, alcohol, even marijuana usage, all that shit, losers. And honestly, if any of you guys in the chat are saying like, "Oh, all right, you're too much of a hardline or whatever," honestly, bro, get the chat, bro. I don't even want you in here. I don't even want you in here. You're probably because let me tell y'all something, okay? Very, very. You guys need to understand. A woman can